Hi everyone, it's Tammy and happy Foodie Friday. Today I am going to be making some Tater Tot Casserole. And it is a recipe that I found online. It's the best cheesy Tater Tot Casserole. And let me see if I can find out who did it. Smart Schoolhouse is the author. So I'm going to follow the recipe mostly. There's a couple changes that I'm going to make, but I will let you know what those are, and I will put the link, or I'll put the recipe down below. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown some ground. I'm going to use turkey. So I'm just turning on my pan. I actually have two pans here because I'm going to make some cheese sauce. So I have a pan for my cheese sauce, and I also have a pan for my ground beef mixture. So I'm going to turn you guys so that you are looking at the stove instead of me. This is more exciting for sure. All right. Just so you can kind of see both, I think. So this one I'm going to put the ground beef in, or like I said, I have ground turkey. On the floor. I like the pan to get a little bit warm before I add the meat usually, but since I'm not in a hurry, but I'm trying to get this going, I'm just going to go ahead and add it. Okay, so let me get a little beef chopper. I like to use this little thing when I'm chopping ground beef or turkey or chicken or whatever. It really does work pretty well. You can find them just about anywhere anymore. Someone even said that she found one at Menards, so yay, Menards has everything. Okay, I'm going to let this start to get brown, and then I'm going to add some garlic and onion to this. But I'll let that go ahead and do its thing. And while that's happening over here, I'm going to go ahead and start my cheese sauce. And I'm also going to go ahead and turn my oven on to 350. Okay. I need to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. And my son is going to come over for dinner tonight, which is kind of fun. And I'll be able to send him home with some leftovers, I'm sure. I'm just going to melt this butter down, and then I'm going to add a cup of milk. It says to add the butter and the milk, but I think what it needs is the butter and the flour. So I need to add 2 tablespoons of flour to this. And I'm going to whisk this together. Let me see if I have a small whisk. I know I have a smaller whisk, but Alright, I'll just use this one. And you do need to whisk this together, and you want to do it while the butter is melty because you want it to turn like a nice brownish color like this, but you don't want to burn the butter. So once it's like that, then I'm going to go ahead and add my milk. And I have a cup of milk, and I'm just going to slowly add this as I'm whisking. And I'm going to move you guys over here, I think, because this side is a little more exciting at the moment anyway. So in editing, I realized that I turned off my camera when I moved it, and I am very sorry about that. But what I did was I added, so there's 2 tablespoons of butter. You mix that with the flour, the 2 tablespoons of flour, and then you thicken it with the water, or you thin it with the water, and then you add 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. I had a garden herb blend. I wouldn't normally use that, but I had it, and I needed to use it before it spoiled. So I used that, and I added that to the cheese mixture, and then you just melt all of that down, and it becomes a really good cheese sauce. I was really impressed with it. It tasted delicious. And then I think that the rest of it you got, I will put below the amount of garlic and onion that you're supposed to use. It's just chopped onion and minced garlic. And then, like I said, I added the green beans and the carrots. No, I didn't. The green beans and the corn. The recipe called for carrots and peas. We don't like peas, and carrots are fine, but I had green beans and corn, but so that's what I used, and my family likes that. So I thought that I would just tell you what I did, and I am very sorry. Now, when you're making the cheese sauce, you do need to continuously stir it. So there was a time that I was multitasking and stirring with my left hand and my right hand, mixing up everything, and all of that was on film, but it wasn't recording, so it really wasn't on film, I guess. So yeah, but it was really good, and I hope that you guys try it because it was delicious and everyone loved it. Thanks. Back to the regular scheduled program. Okay, I don't know what I didn't record. Oh my word. Hopefully I got most of it. Hopefully you saw the cheese sauce, and I will review if not. But here is the cheese sauce. It's ready to go. And then I added corn, a bag of corn, just frozen corn. I used the Bird's Eye can or bag, and then I added a can of green beans. And I added my onion and my garlic, and everything is all set to go. So I turned the stovetop off, and I'm going to take you guys over to the island. Alright, so here I have my largest baking pan, and I'm going to just pour all of my meat mixture in the bottom. I really wish I could tell you what was on what I didn't, because I didn't realize that I wasn't started, but hopefully you guys didn't miss much. But I'll recap. This has a pound of ground turkey, a bag of frozen corn, a can of green beans, salt, pepper, about 1 onion chopped, and about 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm just putting that there on the bottom. And then it says to put the cheese sauce on top of that. So here's my cheese sauce. And this has cup of cheddar cheese. Well, it started off with 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour, and then a cup of milk, and then 8 ounces of cream cheese, and I use the garden vegetable version. 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then what else did I use? A cup of shredded cheddar. There we go. And then now you just need to top this with tater tots. And I have a big bag of tater tots. So where's my scissors? You want about a 32-ounce bag of tater tots. And just put it right there on top like that. And then I have some leftover cheddar, and I'm just going to sprinkle this on the top. There really wasn't much left, so just figured I'd use it. And there we go. I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 for about an hour, and then I will show you what it looks like. So here it is, the finished product, just in time for my son to get home. Yay! So this is it. Let's see what it looks like when we put some on a plate. Looks pretty good. I'll have to try it and let you guys know. I was a little not sure about how that cheese sauce would be, but it's actually really good. Yay! I'll let you know what the guys think about it. Here's my boy. He says it's good.
It was great. I already finished it.
Yay! It's all gone. Woohoo!